Greetings! Welcome to another tutorial about Bloomreach XM with XinMods. In this video, we're going to talk about creating your own admin panels. So let's get into it. First of all, of course, make sure that you're running your Bloomreach instance and just simply log into your CMS and your console as well. So an admin panel is a little element that will show up to the right of the user management area. And you're able to add your own titles, descriptions, and icons. And when you click on it, you get to specify what happens. So you can render some HTML or load some CSS or a few of those things. And so when you look at the Hippo XinMods repository in GitHub at Xin Solutions Hippo XinMods, and you go into the documentation, in the readme.md, you'll be able to find a bunch of information about how to extend certain parts of the CMS using some of the classes exposed by XinMods. In this tutorial, we're going to have a look at how to add an administrator panel. So what we want to do is we want to create a node that has information about what to render once the panel has been selected, and information about the button that should show up in this area here. And those are defined by providing these properties. So let's follow the instructions and add a new node to the CMS admin node at this address. So let's go into the console. Just make sure we refresh it. Hippo configuration, Hippo frontend, CMS, CMS admin. And here you can see nodes that already define the other buttons that you see here. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a new node here. Already has the primary type filled out because that's the only type that is allowed under this CMS node. And we're going to call it our own admin. Okay. Then in here, what we're going to do is, first of all, we need to tell it what Java class to use to render the panel. And so that is this one. So let's create a new property called plugin.class with this value. Then next, we need to provide a title, our admin panel. We get to provide a help, which is a description. And we get to provide a URL to an icon. In this case, I'm just going to use a placeholder image, but you should upload the image onto something like an S3 bucket that you can easily get to, or some CDN somewhere. So I like to use the place kitten. So an image that looks nice is about 70 by 70 pixels in dimension. And then finally, we get to provide information about what it should render once the button is clicked. So we can provide head CSS, header JavaScript, a bit of JavaScript to render in the page, or a bit of HTML to render in the page. In our situation, we're only going to render an iframe of my website, markskok.nl. And so, yeah, but if, for example, you're rendering a admin panel that is rendering a Vue.js application, what you could do is either render a script tag in here, or simply provide a some initialization that loads a script and then bootstraps it. But for now, like I said, let's just render an iframe. So I already prepared some code. So let's call it HTML property, and then let's make it a little bigger. Just copy paste this. So it's just an iframe that goes to my website, and a little bit of styling information to make it full screen. And it needs to have no border none. Here we go. So let's save this. And then when we refresh this, if all is well, we can see that we now have a new button with the placeholder image, our title, our description. And when we click on it, it loads the website, which is pretty cool. So this is an excellent way to easily hook into the CMS's admin capabilities and render your own admin panel, which might load a single page application that is stored elsewhere, maybe served through Cloudflare or a CloudFront distribution. Great. And this is a short tutorial and we're already at the end. So thanks for watching. If you like this kind of thing, check out the playlist that popped up on the screen. And if you want to be notified when a new tutorial appears, make sure to subscribe. See you next time.